Welcome back. Our next guest is Sara Gladden from the Property Alliance.
Hi.
Sarah, welcome to Mr. Mortgage's neighborhood.
Thank
you for coming by tonight. So let's talk a little bit about how you got into the real estate business. What happened where you're like, I want to sell houses?
Well, actually, I didn't want to do it at first.
Okay.
At least not as a real estate agent. So my aunt in Virginia, I was kind of between jobs, and she said, why don't you come over to the office? She worked for Remax at the time. And just try it out, be my admin, and we'll see how everything goes. And she's the one who initially pushed me to get my license. But on a personal note, my older brother got really sick. He had osteosarcoma, so I ended up moving here about 4 years ago to help him out, and I got a job with the Property Alliance as an admin in real estate. And after a while, I just thought, I was watching everybody go through the motions, and I was like, you know what? I can do this.
You can do this.
Yes. And I just bit the bullet and went and took the test, and here we are.
And how long have you been full force a real estate agent?
Licensed fully right before COVID, so I guess 2.5 years now. I know it was perfect timing to get my license right before COVID, but it's all worked out actually because I was doing it a couple years prior. I felt like I built a good foundation of people in the area that I could network with, so that way when I got my license, I kind of just hit the ground running.
So when COVID hit, did you sell any houses that the people didn't actually go into?
No, I did not do that. No, I don't do sight unseen. It makes me nervous.
Okay, all right. I've had a couple where people are like, we never even looked at it. We don't know. We saw the pictures. We're good.
Yeah, I mean,
what?
I do a lot of first-time homebuyer stuff, so I don't think that would be comfortable for that type of clientele. But investors or somebody who was like not going to be living in the home primarily, sure, maybe I'd be open to that, but
Nice.
not for the first-time homebuyer.
So you touched on it already. Is first-time home buyers your sweet spot? Is that who you primarily gravitate towards?
Yeah, I would say so. I think that has to do with the area that I'm serving. I do Camden, Gloucester, Burlington County mostly. I'm going to be shifting down to Cumberland since I'm moving to Vineland, so I'll be opening up. But I think in Pennsauken and Camden, there's just a lot of first-time home buyers, so it's naturally my pool.
Nice, nice. Now, when you go down to Vineland, will you be opening up an office down there, or are you going to stay with the Property Alliance that's up here already?
Yeah, good question. I'm going to be staying with the Property Alliance. Part of that's just due to my broker. She's really awesome.
I should have said, are you going to be opening the Property Alliance in Vineland? Is what I
Good question. So I don't have my broker's license yet, but maybe in the future.
There we go. That's a little nugget for the future. Good deal. And so now you said you have a big family. Mm-hmm. So having that big family, how does that impact your everyday life? Like, how does that make you feel closer to or more withdrawn from people in the public and dealing with them?
Yeah, that's a good question too. I think that having a large family kind of breaks you in for dealing with all sorts of people in life, because everybody has really different personalities, and it kind of like prepares you in a way for dealing with that. So I think it helped me be able to talk to anybody.
Yeah, and I know I told you my family is large too, my mom's family. Your negotiation skills are on point when you have 11 brothers and sisters.
Oh yeah.
You got to figure out who's getting what, when they're going
here. That last piece of French toast is mine.
That's right. And you set your eyes on like 3 or 4 things, and boom, that's yours, and go get it.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay, so we touched a little bit on it. Let's shoot forward 2 years, 2024. Where do you see Sara Gladden as a person and also as a real estate agent?
Yeah, so like I told you, I'm moving to Vineland, and my boyfriend and I just purchased a 10-acre farm down there. So in a couple of years, hopefully I'll have a little one on the way, and we'll be tending to the farm with some chickens, and that will have that wholesome life. But also, in the meantime, I do plan on still continuing my career as a realtor, and hopefully moving my business down there, like I said, and just still being, a kick-butt realtor.
Nice, nice. All right, now, chickens, is that it? Are you going chickens and goats?
No goats.
No goats?
I'm a little scared of goats, to be honest. They're a little nippy, but
yeah.
But the chickens are cool. I had chickens growing up in Virginia, so I feel like I'm ready for that. I love having the eggs. No, pigs? No pigs. I think the livestock will be too much.
Too much?
Just chickens.
Chickens, and then vegetables and flowers and stuff like that?
Yeah,
Or?
actually we're doing picked flowers this year
Okay.
that we're going to be selling, and then also for the winter time we're kind of getting ready for like garlic, spinach, the kind of root vegetables that do really well in the
You are
colder
in the
months.
perfect spot down there in Vineland. I mean,
know.
that's like backyard farm specialty.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
I
that's
love it.
awesome.
Fully
Cool.
ready. Actually, a little anecdote. We bought a bus, like a full-size bus, a few years ago that we've been turning into an RV. But recently, we're like, why don't we turn it into like a rolling farm stand? So that'll be our next project.
Your next project?
Yeah.
Park it out front and sell things?
Yeah.
And do that? That's
Maybe
awesome.
take it around to like farmers markets. That would be really fun.
That would be awesome. That'd be sweet.
Yeah.
You got that like the nature part of it, but you also have the business end of it too.
Yeah.
You know, down there.
Balance.
Yeah, it's balance. It's awesome. All right. So your personal question is, if you could sit down and have an interview with anybody throughout history, passed away, dead or whatever, who would you want to sit down and talk to?
I have to think about that for a second because I
Okay.
feel like there's a lot of people who are running through my mind. But I'd have to say maybe Martin Luther King. I just think that he did so much for his community, and it's just very overwhelming and impressive. And he just always kept his composure, but like really fought for what he believed. I just think he'd be like master negotiator, but also just a cool dude to talk with.
Yeah, he would be awesome. That would be a great, that's one of the better answers that we've had, because a lot of people go personal and deep, but it's not normally, you know, a connection like that. Martin Luther King would be an awesome, you know, person to talk to for a little bit. You see
Yeah.
the specials about him, and just the way that, like you said, he kept us cool. You know, because I can imagine some of those things going on with me, and I wouldn't have taken it so
Right?
well. I
He was
wouldn't.
under so much pressure, and he's responsible for so many pivotal moments in our nation's history. Like, why wouldn't we want to talk to someone like
Yeah,
that?
awesome. Sarah, thank you for
It
coming.
was nice to meet you.
Definitely
Thank you.
nice to meet you. We'll be right back with the next guest on Mr. Mortgage's